But first, Anna Bligh is offering Queenslanders her version of the baby bonus. Future students could receive a $10,000 trust fund to boost their education, all funded from gas mining royalties. But the opposition says it's a pre-election stunt.
It's Queensland's very own baby bonus, but Anna Bligh insists
it won't be money that people can spend on plasma TVs. It's not a handout, it's a hand up.
It's called From Mines to Mines, where 50% of future LNG royalties would fund an education trust.
With a new gas industry that currently forms no part of our economy, we need to grab it before it is upon us and decide what to use it for.
There are two ways it could work. Option one is an individual trust account, $500 for each baby born after July next year, topped up when they start prep. With interest, it could reach $9,500 when they're 18. Tax-free money they can spend on their education.
Could be HECS, it could be TAFE fees, it could be equipment and tools for an apprenticeship, it could be, for some disadvantaged students, living costs.
But no one would see a cent until 2030.
But to now be promising to spend revenues that haven't yet been received on children that haven't even been born yet really is just a pre-election stunt.
Option two brings that forward, using the royalties from 2015 to top up education initiatives.
I think this is very important that we see this investment as the future of education and we don't rush too much.
This announcement gives another clue on the timing of next year's election. Feedback on the Education Trust will close on the 17th of February, and the Premier says she'll then take one model to voters.
It certainly sounds like a campaign is underway. Nikki Hayden, 10 News.
And Premier Anna Bligh joins us now live from Parliament House. Premier, thanks very much for your time. First of all, why education and not health or another area of need?
Well, good evening, Bill. We are going to see a very big boost in our royalties that will fund new government services right across the board in coming years, whether it's health or roads or police or any of those very important parts of government. But if we're smart, we can reserve one part of it for something that gives back again and again and again. And education, skills, knowledge, that is what drives growing economies and what transforms people's lives.
What about fixing or improving the current education system, though, and not looking so far down the track, 18 years in one case there?
We need always to be looking at things that need to be done now, but we also need to be staking a claim on the future. These royalties will come into our budget. If we're smart, if we put some aside for something that will make the biggest difference in people's lives, we're giving the next generation of Queenslanders an advantage in a competitive world that no one else will have. This is about giving our kids the best chance. Of course, governments need to spend money on all of the other things, but this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and we shouldn't waste it.
I think we've all seen the polls. Are you confident you'll still be in government to see this through?
Well, that's a question for the Queensland people, but I want the next election to be a contest of ideas. And this is a big, bold idea about the future of Queensland. It's the kind of thinking that has delivered superannuation to retiring working families, and that's the kind of thinking we need to make for the 21st century.
All right, Premier, I have to leave it there. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And we want to know what you think. Should mining money be spent on education trust? To vote yes or no, ring 1300 553 123. That number again, 1300 553 123. Just follow the prompts. We'll have a reminder shortly, and results in 10 News at 6 o'clock.